Hi everyone, welcome back to another Cut Above with Chris. Head shave, just going to be a quick head shave hopefully. It is Tuesday, so I'm going to use some tobacco and make this a Tabac Tuesday head shave. I've got no lights on in the bathroom today. It's quite overcast outside, so the bathroom's still pretty bright. Well, bathroom en suite, whatever you want to call it. I'm just going to tip out the bloom water now. One thing I've noticed is with the tobacco soap is that because the soap doesn't fill the tub all the way to the sides, it does leave a gap. If you fill it full of water, the water has to go underneath the soap and over the top of it. So you've got to spend more time draining the water out, otherwise you'll have a ton of water underneath the soap. So I'm going to call this submerged bloom water. Now it is definitely a blooming this soap because it fills your whole bathroom up with scent. It's extremely slick even after rinsing. It's a pain in the ass to get off your hands. It's exactly what you want. Right, I'm just going to make sure all that water's out of there. I think it is, or as much of it as I can. Yeah, brilliant. The brush for today is my Graydog Spalted Oak from Graydog's back garden and Bloodwood, and it's got a 26, I think it's a 26mm Omega bow knot from their Omega Professional range, which Graydog extracted from a handle and put into this bad boy, and it's a beautiful handle. And the knot now, Graydog broke this knot in for me, and it is as soft as soft as soft. It's so nice, but it's still got shit tons of backbone. Just loading up here. I'm not going to do a massive load because I don't really need it. Like I say, my head shaves now are pretty quick. I do use the leaf razor pretty much exclusively. I am using it again today. It just does a great job. And so far, of all the people that have bought it as a result of watching this channel, I think there's only one bloke that's been struggling with it. I've asked him to contact Leaf and just see whether he might have a defective model. I know they had some quality control issues in the beginning when I first started using this razor as well. I'm just going to tip this soap upside down, let it start drying. Yeah, I've been using the Wick razor recently. I got it a few days ago. The first shave with it was okay. It was very much like a straight razor. It's got that sort of hand-honed feel about it where it's not machine sharp. But I did find that first blade only lasted like that first shave, a tiny bit of a head shave, and then 4 or 5 strokes on my third shave with it on the face. So I replaced the blade yesterday with a brand new vintage blade, and it just wasn't very good, the blade. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that the Kismet blades that I've got coming from Johan over at Shave Butcher, I'm just hoping when they get here that they offer me this sort of shave that I'm hoping the blades are going to give me. I've watched Kyle Brown over at Brown Man Shaves, Carl, use it as well, and he loves it. He prefers the in blades over the feathers. I, of course, so far have found the feather blades far superior to the vintage wet blades, at least. I haven't used any other blade in it yet, so hopefully it makes a difference. If it doesn't, there shall be a Wick Med Prep going up for sale or up for trade. And to be honest with you, I would probably trade the Wick and my feather for either a Scotchwood feather or a DX. Trade both of them for one. I do want that, either the razor that I've got with the wooden handle or a DX. I just find the feather to be brilliant. I've really enjoyed using it. I've become quite accustomed to using it. I'm not getting anywhere near amount of weepers and things with it. In fact, if anything, I'm almost weeper free using it now. Just add some more water. Now, tobacco soap, I don't know who makes it. Well, other than tobacco. I don't actually know. I mean, I've heard rumours that the same people that make fine accoutrements makes tobacco. I find this soap far superior to fine accoutrements. If it is the same company, then they're using a slightly different formulation for this soap than they are for fine accoutrements, that's for sure. Because I find this just a lot denser and heavier. I mean, that there is super dense lather. It's almost like jelly. Just add a little bit more water. I've been messaging Cameron on Messenger regarding, he had some wool fat, had a first puck and it was brilliant, ordered a second puck from the same supplier and just got a dodgy puck, it just didn't lather, he can't get it to lather, he's doing the exact same thing he did with the first puck and just can't get anything to work with it. So he got a refund on that, which was great, awesome company that he was dealing with to offer a refund for something that, I mean, at the end of the day, they're taking people's words for it. I mean, obviously, I believe him. He wouldn't mind if they talk bullshit about it, but he has now opted for some Barrister and Man Seville in the Excelsior base, which will be absolutely brilliant, I know it will. But he was also talking about tobacco. Now that there, that's one of the easiest soaps you can lather tobacco. It's so simple to work with. Right, the leaf razor. Once again, I've got the shakes today. I've been out for a run this morning. It's the first run that I've done in a very, very long time. 5 kilometre run. I didn't manage to run all of it. I threw up halfway around, well, about 2/3 of the way around, threw up in a park. And then I could only walk the rest of the way. Really unfit. I'm really, really unfit at the moment. I haven't done anything really since I broke my arm. And my body's paying the price for it. So hopefully I can get back to full fitness. So I'm just going to go straight against the grain with this. I've got 3 half Wizamet blades in here, same ones I've been using recently. Oh, they're just so good. Straight against the grain, 2 days growth. And to say that feels silky smooth is a complete understatement. There is the quality of the lather. Give it a quick shake in the warm water and hopefully we're nice and clear. And we are. Just making sure I get this. I've been leaving a couple of little hairs here on a few of my recent head shaves. And it's one of them things where you guys will know. You get to halfway through the day and you just go to scratch your head, or same with your face, you scratch it and you go, oh shit, I've missed one freaking hair. And it just does my head in. I like to have completely squeaky clean head shave with no hairs left. I've also been talking with Chris Mackay, good Scottish name, who is based over in the Eastern States as well, in Australia, and he's just recently picked up a leaf razor. He's also in the fragrance group that I'm in as well. He's got a lot of really nice fragrances. So he's picked a leaf razor up and he's sitting at he's bought 3 things that I've recommended. He's picked up a carve razor, which he loves. What else did he pick up? He picked up something else. I can't remember what it was. And he also picked up an Omni shaver, which he loathed. And I did explain to him that I got sort of screwed with Omni shaver, because they sent me prototype that shaved very, very well. And I used it 30, 40, 50 times. And I had great shaves from it, the way it worked, and it did seem to keep the blade sharp. But between sending me that prototype and releasing the final copy, final production model, they changed the blade angles. So when they sent me a premium one with the new blade angles, it was dreadful for me. I couldn't use it. It just plucked every hair. It was uncomfortable. And as a result, made me look a bit of a dick. I don't know how well they're doing that. I don't know whether he reverted back. I mean, John was lovely, he's a nice bloke. Over at OmniShave. And look, I did send quite a bit of business his way, I believe. Because the concept and theory behind it is brilliant. I mean, that's what you want. You want a razor that's quick and easy for head shaves. I don't really enjoy head shaving, to be honest with you. This razor is probably the most enjoyable I've used. There is a sense of achievement when you finish a head shave with a DE razor or a Chevette or something like that you don't get from this type of razor, because especially if you can get one that's pretty much irritation free. But in the end, I was finding with DE razors I could only shave once every 3 days, which without any real irritation, that is. God, this is so slick. This is like super uber slick. This is a very hard soap. I love the glass jar it comes in. It's like old school Bakelite glass, or milk glass, not Bakelite glass. What am I talking about? It's like milk glass. Now, with regards to my head shaves with the leaf razor, I have eased up a little bit on the pressure. Not much. I would actually use a fair bit of pressure with this, but I've eased up a little bit, and what's happened is it's drastically reduced the little weepers I used to get on the back of my head and things like that. They weren't an issue, they're very small, but they were there. And there we have it. Really, it just does not get much better than that. Doesn't get any better than that. I've got no irritation. It's BBS everywhere. I mean, there's no hair anywhere really, to be honest with you. There might be a couple of little strays here and there that are short. But no blood. BBS. Under 15 minutes. The brush and the soap, though the soap was Tabac, the brush was my Graydog Bloodwood Spalted Oak from Graydog's Garden. 26mm. This scent does grow on you, but you know, there's almost a sort of cinnamon clovey thing going through it as well. I mean, I think this is basically German barbershop, but it does grow on me, and I think the fact that I'm enjoying barbershop is the reason why I'm sort of starting to really enjoy Tabac. But I do prefer the soap over the splash. I don't have the splash today to use, but yeah, brilliant. The razor, I can't say much more about this razor because there's nothing more to say about it. It's a brilliant razor. The leaf razor from leafshave.com. You can also get it from Biome or Biome. Is it Biome or Biome? biome.com or .com.au. In Australia, they are available on there. They're pretty much the same price, to be honest. I think you actually save a little bit if you buy it from the Australian side at the moment, given the way the dollar and everything is. But other than that, stay safe, drive safe, don't drink and drive. I'll catch you guys next time. Cheers.